Good evening. Coming up tonight, an apartment complex in Columbia caught fire. Find out about the aftermath.
South Carolina football reached a historic milestone Saturday, 39 years in the making.
And finally, the University of South Carolina's first-year experience continues to be recognized. More on the school's achievement later.
All of that and more tonight on SGTV Nightly News.
Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse studio, this is SGTV Nightly News.
Good evening, Carolina. I'm Justin Walsh.
And I'm Marissa Duray. Thanks for joining us tonight.
The University of South Carolina has once again been ranked #1 in first-year student experience of any public college in the country. As of this morning, the U.S. News and World Report's annual undergraduate rankings were released, and for the third consecutive year, UofSC was put at the top of the list. A big piece of this success can be accredited to the school's University 101 program, which has been helping freshmen in their transition to college for over the past 50 years. Alongside this achievement comes another first-place ranking of UofSC's International Business Program for the 23rd year straight.
A massive fire at Peachtree Apartments in Columbia, South Carolina occurred over the weekend, destroying 20 units in its path. The fire started at noon on Saturday and was under control by 4 p.m. and was fully out by 6 p.m. that night. No residents were injured, but multiple firefighters had minor injuries. The Red Cross is helping the families affected take their next steps. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
The University of South Carolina has recently awarded additional need-based aid to about 3,000 students on campus. Due to a state investment in need-based aid, university officials were able to provide more than $3,000 to a surplus of students on campus who needed it for the current academic year. This year, the university received about $10 million from the state to assist students in paying for tuition. That number marks a large increase from last year's total of only $3.7 million. Students who have no expected family financial contribution were prioritized when determining how the money will be doled out.
As a number of COVID cases climb across South Carolina, local areas have been enacting mask mandates. You can expect to see this trend continue in the areas of Richland County and Forest Acres. Richland County Councilman Paul Livingston stated, "We're extremely alarmed and concerned about the increasing COVID cases in our community. The hospitalization rates, increase in deaths, all those things are of a great concern to us. The final decision will be made by both county councils tomorrow night at 6 p.m. And you know, as I was reading, one of the councilmen said that he thinks this is definitely going to be passed.
I mean, I wouldn't be too opposed to that considering the past year we've had. Although we're lucky enough to have the vaccine out, people are still getting sick. I myself just got out of quarantine. Today was my first day out after 10 days.
You're back.
Thank you, me too. It's great to be back, but I was fully vaxxed, but it just shows that even when you're as careful as you can be, you can still get it. So the mask mandate would really help.
Yeah, it definitely would.
For sure.
Coming up, hear Parker White talk about the game-winning kick from this past weekend. Stay with us.
Welcome back, everyone. Some South Carolina beach volleyball players are making noise before they've even put on a Gamecock jersey. Let's check in with sports anchor Braden Malloy with the details. Braden.
Thanks, Justin. Tonight, we start on the beach. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Where two of the Gamecock beach volleyball incoming freshmen were named to the American Volleyball Coaches Association's high school beach All-American teams. Say that 3 times fast. Lauren Wilcock and Chase Teal received first and second team honors, respectively. Wilcock leaves Westmore's Mendham High with several tournament MVPs and championships, along with being the only player from the state of New Jersey to make the AVCA All-Region team. Teal finishes her high school career with 2 state championships, a 2018 MVP award, and the North Carolina high school record for service aces in a match at 23. Now, let me remind you, each set in a match only goes to 25 points. And talk about early team chemistry, Teal and Wilcock won the Myrtle Beach College Open last November. The Gamecocks now have 7 current or past high school All-Americans and have rostered 10 in the past 8 years. Over to football, where history was made. Coach Beamer became the first USC head coach in 39 years to win his first 2 games.
Man, what a win. I've been a part of some great ones in my career. I just told the team in there, I don't think I've ever been more proud of a football team than that group right there.
Coach Beamer's reaction is definitely warranted, but after the first half, wasn't necessarily expected. With 3 turnovers and 5 punts in the first 2 quarters, the Gamecocks walked into halftime down 14-7 to ECU, looking for a big second half to complete the upset. They got just that. A huge kickoff return fourth quarter by Juju McDowell set up a field goal from Parker White to knot the game up at 17 apiece. Late fourth quarter, South Carolina would make the most of their final drive, as McDowell took the reins, racking up 44 yards on 5 carries to give White, the super senior kicker, a chance to win the game. And super he would be. White drilled a 36-yard kick as time expired to give the Gamecocks a 20-17 win.
I was confident that, the line was going to do their job. We're going to have a great snap and hold, and it was a hell of a job by the offense to get the ball that close in that kind of situation. So, I was confident in my abilities and to go out there and execute.
Now, execution and confidence will be greatly needed this Saturday, as South Carolina will march into Athens, GA to take on second-ranked Georgia, who houses the #1 defense in the nation, looking to play a game reminiscent of their 2019 upset. You can catch them at 7 p.m. night game on ESPN. That's all for Carolina Sports. Back to you.
Thank you, Braden. Coming up, learn about a new concert series coming to Tin Roof and the Senate.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Alexa Daly.
And I'm Lauren Waters, here with tonight's news and entertainment.
A free concert series will begin next Thursday at Tin Roof and the Senate. Opus and the Frequencies will be the first of 5 performances that will occur once a week for the next 5 weeks. The events will be outdoors with free admission and a bar available for anyone aged 21 and over.
I am super excited about it. I definitely want to get out there in the fresh air and enjoy the time out there.
Live music, fresh air, sounds good to me.
Tomorrow at 2 p.m. on the Russell House patio, Gamecock Homecoming will be revealing who will perform at this year's Cockstock. Cockstock is a concert put on by the university and Gamecock Homecoming, where a very notable music artist will perform on campus. Students can claim tickets through the school at no cost to them. Come out tomorrow and see what artist you and your friends will party with in October. Watch the events with us live on the SGTV Instagram.
Any guesses as who it's going to be?
I've heard several rumors, but I definitely think people will be excited about who it will be.
Put on your green because St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. Well, maybe not, but we're halfway there. The Carolina Fireflies are celebrating halfway to St. Patrick's Day this Thursday at Sager Park. The game begins at 7 as they take on the Kannapolis Cannonballers. Fans are encouraged to grab their green out of the closet and cheer on the Fireflies.
I need to buy some green for that because I do not have any green in my closet, so going to that game I need some.
I'm going to get some too because it's never too early to celebrate.
Talk about a dynamic duo. Gamecock Entertainment is partnering with Founders Federal Credit Union. Together, they will host a watch party at Founders Park from 7 to 11 p.m. this Saturday. Eat free Chick-fil-A, enjoy Founders swag, and cheer on the Gamecocks on the big screen. Don't stress about transportation because shuttles will start at 6 p.m. on the Horseshoe. Free Chick-fil-A is always the best way to get somebody out there to watch a game, for sure.
Definitely how you get me there.
That's all we have for your entertainment news tonight. Coming up after the break, weather with Finn Carlin.
Welcome back to SGTV Nightly News. I'm meteorologist Finn Carlin here with your weather for your Monday night. Let's go ahead and get into the weather headlines for this week. Now, what's on the minds of a lot of people around the country is Tropical Storm Nicholas. It's going to be making landfall this week. It's going to batter the southern end of Texas, bringing a torrential downpour to them, and then heading up the Gulf towards the East Coast, hitting Louisiana, which has been battered by Ida over the past month. They've gotten way too much rain, and they're about to get some more, unfortunately. But as that makes its way up the southern tip of Mississippi, it's going to weaken into a tropical depression. There are concerns right now, though, that could strengthen to become a hurricane, but it likely won't be affecting us here in the capital city. But right here in South Carolina and Columbia in particular, that humidity is going to build up over the week. And not because of Nicholas, but we are going to get some humidity because, it's Columbia. We got to have humidity all the time. And with that humidity comes stormy skies. It's going to be bringing in the clouds. But with that bad news comes some good news because today and tomorrow is going to be sunny all day, even though it is likely going to be very hot. Let's go ahead and continuing to talk about this story with a high temperature trend this week. Let's go ahead and look up over here. Today was 88. Tomorrow is going to be 91. We're getting into the low 90s, but with that humidity coming in over the course of the week, that temperature is going to fall and fall and fall. 87 on Wednesday, 85 on Thursday and on Friday, ending the week with a 84 of a high, up to the low 80s on Saturday. Let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get into our highs today in Carolina. Up in the upstate, we reached the low 90s actually, and into the Midlands, we have 88 in Greenwood and 88 in Columbia. Aiken's actually just a little bit warmer, not too terribly much, but a little bit warmer with that 89 high. Orangeburg has an 89 high. And for a city in South Carolina that's often hotter than most, we actually were lower than a lot of the cornering cities around us. Sumter remained in a low 90 and 91 in Florence. Over along the coast, though, we have 83 in Myrtle Beach, 86 in Charleston, 85 in Hilton Head. So cooler temperatures along the coastline today. Now, right now in South Carolina, it's actually 84 degrees. It feels like 88. We have a very light south wind going at 2 miles per hour, but we still have humidity. Not as much as we have had over the past few days, but like I said, it will continue over the course of this week. It's at 45% right now, but hey, we are clear right now. Not a cloud in the sky. Local time is 7:13 p.m. That sunset's going to be not too much later at 7:33 p.m. Let's go ahead and get into our weather this week. This week on Monday, sunny, or earlier today actually, it was sunny, high of 88, low of 67. Tuesday, sunny, high of 91 and low of 68. Wednesday, bringing in that humidity, therefore bringing in those clouds. It's going to be partly cloudy. Into the night, though, we're going to see some scattered showers. 87 high with a 69 low, and then into Thursday, those storms will be coming. There's chance storms on Thursday, 85 high and a 69 low, and then on Friday, chance storms again, 85 high and 70 low, and then the coolest day on Saturday here, going to have another chance storms on Saturday as well, 84 high with a 71 low, and then we're not really going to get much in terms of a clear sky until Sunday, but even then, it's still going to be cloudy, and we're going to keep the clouds with us after Tuesday over the next 7 or so days. That's all that I have for tonight. Next up, we have our next edition of Carolina K9. Stay tuned.
And finally tonight's Carolina K9 is Milo. The picture was sent in to us by our very own Callista Pushman. Milo is an energetic 7-month-old Australian Labradoodle. When he's not in a cone, he loves showing off his bow tie and scarf collection, eating cream cheese, and watching Netflix with his family. That sounds like a great time to me, so Milo and I probably have a lot in common.
Milo is such a fashionista. His bow and scarf collection, okay.
First off, I just love the name Milo for a dog. Sorry you're in a cone, my guy. We'll see you out there soon flashing your bow ties, but he's doing the most.
So cute. That's all we have for tonight's edition of SGTV Nightly News.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SGTV at USC. To keep up with all of our content, be sure to also visit us online at sgtvonline.com. For SGTV Nightly News, I'm Justin Walsh.
And I'm Marissa Duray. From all of us here at SGTV, have a great night, Carolina. Forever to thee.